When was the last time someone was authentically born again, set on blaze for Jesus Christ? But I'm praying. I'm praying that the Lord would call and raise up some young men. They've been out in the world. Yeah, they've been tattered. And they can't afford to get them all off. But the Lord will call them. And I used to say this, some years ago when they had the spinners on the rims on the cars and all. I said, yeah. During that time, I'm praying that the Lord would call some of them, and they call them to preach, and they show up driving that type of a vehicle, and the spinners are still spinning, and they walking up, going into church, and they're still spinning. And he come in, and he may not even have a manuscript. And he come in, and he not afraid of nobody's faces. And you can sit there with your mouth poked out, your nose turned up, your arms folded. He gonna preach Jesus Christ through the resurrection from the dead. And if you come there and if he's teaching, he's gonna teach the word of God. And when he gets ready to leave, he ain't gonna have all that time for all this other stuff. He gonna get in his car and he gonna leave. We need some men who will stand behind the sacred desk or stand out in the open, stand out on the corner of the street and preach Jesus Christ through the resurrection from the dead, and to teach the scriptures as they are without tweaking them to satisfy some folk who are uncomfortable. A witness both of these things which thou hast seen, and of those things in which I will appear unto you, that is to show unto you. I'm going to deliver you from your people. Paul, the hardest people that the Apostle Paul had to reach was his own kinfolk. I believe Paul was of the tribe of Benjamin. Hardest people to reach are your own folk. And see what God usually do, he will send someone from the family or to the neighborhood or to the community. Because if he was to send a stranger, we said that's well, we don't know him. Well, he sends somebody that you know. We don't want him, or we don't want to hear what he has to say. So, but here's wisdom. God said you don't have to receive him. You just have to receive the word of God. If he's preaching the gospel, if he's teaching the word, if he's giving the counsel of God, if he's not injecting himself into the text, if he's not trying to build a kingdom for himself,